The free draw situation has had a few updates since my last video on the matter. For those who didn't watch or finish that video, I'll give you the TLDR. Free Draw is a Roblox game where people can draw together. It's popular amongst artists who play Roblox, which is why it's grown a massive community. The owner of the game is Nicole. The head moderator of the game is her girlfriend, Jazzpup. Nicole was 19 and Jazzpup was 30 when they first started going out. Jazzpup is a self-admitted baby fur who's into play and moderates for a no-judgment 18+ Discord server that is run by a furry artist. Jazzpup openly interacts with and retweets art depicting of children, and she is openly into little girls. It is highly likely Nicole is aware of these facts given that they live together and have interacted on Blue Sky where this information was made publicly available. Given this information alone, these two people should not be running a Roblox community full of children. Surprise, surprise, go figure that Jazzpup and Nicole were exposed by their own moderators for trying to push a rule that prohibits all permanent bans from Free Draw, effectively letting anyone get back into their game after being banned. This includes people who've been banned for drawing NSFW for children to see, who've drawn actual and child. Nicole has told her mods stuff like, can change, there are no bad people, only bad decisions, re-offenders can get longer ban times, and Kaneko Kitten's cancellation was bullshit. For those who don't know, Kaneko Kitten has multiple minors and has even driven out to meet one of them for In fact, Nicole has admitted to being close friends with Kaneko Kitten. Birds of a feather truly flock together. Nicole and Jazzpup preach forgiveness and empathy for those who've quote-unquote made mistakes when referring specifically to This no permabans rule isn't purely conjecture. It has been enacted into reality already. We have documented proof of multiple instances where Nicole and Jazzpup have been giving month-long bans to people who've drawn NSFW in Free Draw for children to see. There's also instances of people who've drawn getting temporary bans. Actual are being allowed back into Free Draw. By moderating Free Draw like this, Nicole and Jazzpup are willingly exposing children to and when you give temporary bans, you're basically letting wolves back into a pen of sheep. You are endangering the children who play your game. When the mods first exposed Nicole and Jazzpup, the Free Draw Discord server rioted in protest. Nicole's response to the allegations was to close the general chat, silence and ban any dissenters, and post an announcement full of manipulation and lies. It was basically her saying that this was all a miscommunication, guys. This announcement was so phoned in, Nicole didn't even write the damn thing. We have proof that Jazzpup wrote the announcement for PR reasons alone. It was full of assertions that contradicted what Nicole was saying and doing in private. Here Nicole says that public behavior has always and will always be a permanent bannable offense. And yet, 3 days after this announcement was posted, a drawing of a toddler being got banned for 2 years. If that's not predatory behavior, I don't know what the is. If somebody joins a kid's game and draws, that person is a period. Nicole seems to think that that is an okay person to let back in their game full of children. And what's worse is now she's trying to lie about it and sweep it under the rug. Just this instance alone shows us that Nicole doesn't think liking them young is that bad, especially when coupled with the fact that she is in love and living with a baby fur. Nicole and Jazzpup are wolves in sheep's clothing. They hide behind these cute little furry profile pictures, but in reality, they are manipulative, lying, depraved degenerates who intend to harm children with malicious moderation in their kids' game. All of this being said, I would like to update my call to action from my last video. Boycott Free Draw, downvote the game, unfavorite it, and spread the news inside of Free Draw. There is an entire population of players in Free Draw who have no idea about the situation and who don't watch YouTube. If you want a more detailed report of the situation, check out my previous video, Parlo's video, Guamgo's video, or Green Lego Cat's video. If you want to see the Google Doc of evidence that the ex-Free Draw moderators made, go to @IEatRocks's Twitter account, who was the first ex-Free Draw moderator to break the story and spread awareness to the situation. Okay, now on to the new stuff. There's a lot of untold, disgusting history about Free Draw that I didn't mention in my last video. Basically, according to a bunch of disgruntled ex-Free Draw moderators and admins who oversaw the game and Discord server, Nicole has never cared about child safety in Free Draw. Before Nicole started going out with Jazzpup last year, she had a girlfriend named Ashley, aka Necolestial. Nicole and Ashley dated for about 4 years, from 2019 to 2023. Ashley is a raging who on Twitter only retweets and interacts with of little anime children. She also engages with a lot of posts that glorify her. Truly a depraved individual. What's even more disgusting is that Nicole let this person become a staff member for FreeDraw. I repeat, a was given a position of power in a community full of children. Why does this all seem so familiar? I would like to add that it is highly likely Nicole knew what Ashley was into while they were going out. We know this because someone who used to know Nicole reached out to Rox after finding out about the FreeDraw situation. This person actually has proof and their story lines up. Basically, both Nicole and Ashley were in a Roblox developer friend server where they were both kicked out due to Ashley's depraved Twitter timeline. Apparently, Ashley was very open about her disgusting Twitter and shared it with someone in the friend group without any mention or trigger warning of the disgusting contents in said account. Also, in case you're not convinced, here's a DM of Nicole admitting to knowing about what Ashley was into. So that is 2 confirmed that Nicole has known about and had a romantic relationship with. It seems she has a type. Gee, it's almost as if she can empathize and relate to these people. Surprise, surprise, go figure. In this screenshot, we see Ashley talking about being to a 13-year-old in FreeDraw staff chat. That's right, FreeDraw allowed 13-year-olds to become moderators, which means inevitably, due to the nature of FreeDraw and Nicole's negligence, multiple child moderators were exposed to NSFW inside of FreeDraw. I can't believe I even have to say this, but in a game like FreeDraw where anyone can draw literally anything they want, including the most degenerate imaginable, moderators should be 18 plus at a bare minimum. Nicole seems to disagree.
We'd either need people to specify if a report is NSFW or add preset categories for reports.
Ooh, I think that would be nice because sometimes I get jump scared by NSFW reports, especially out in public. What would we lower the age requirement to if that does get implemented, since I still don't want 13-year-olds viewing that stuff?
Seems reasonable, with exceptions for mature and 14-year-olds.
Bro, what? Oh my, what the would you consider a quote-unquote mature and 14-year-old? These are children! They should not be seeing NSFW on a kid's game! Nicole enabling predatory behavior in FreeDraw is not a new thing. Ashley was a staff member for at least 3 years, all while Nicole knew fully well that Ashley was into. What do you expect from someone who used to have the username Watch Children Die? Yep, not joking. Go check her Roblox profile yourself. One of her past usernames was Watch Children Die. Kind of fitting. Jaspup left the FreeDraw Discord server as damage control. Oh wait, but not really, because she joined back on an alt account called ModPie. We know this is Jaspup because she literally admits it to a new moderator. Jaspup then began lying to her community, pretending that she left the server forever.
I miss Jaspup though.
I haven't been able to message her since she left. I didn't really know her that well, but she taught me how the mod stuff works.
Once again, another example of Jaspup and Nicole lying to their community. As you may know from last video, we have an undercover mole that still has access to Nicole and Jaspup's private group chats, and we found something truly disgusting. Remember that new moderator I just mentioned? Well, they've been getting all buddy-buddy with Nicole and Jaspup since this drama started. Here is a disgusting conversation that the mole recorded for us. On June 28th, Zai starts the conversation with, "Since Fuli is making a follow-up video, I'm kinda concerned that Rox might have been through my DMs and got some dirt on me. I'm not exactly sure how to deal with that because I've definitely done and said some interesting things in the past. My ex was a lot younger than me, and it was 100% consensual, but I want to put a warning here just in case."
How old are you? Aren't you like a teenager?
I'm 19. It's legal here to date someone younger. It doesn't matter, but people in America don't like that.
You're good, lol. You're 19. There's no way the age gap matters at all. You guys are all like kids still.
Wait a second. Jaspup started going out with Nicole when she was 19, and Jaspup is now saying that 19 is still being a kid. By that logic, Jaspup thought she was going out with a kid while she was 30. Seems about right considering she's a self-admitted.
Why are you trying to cancel kids for dating each other? Lol, that's literally the age bracket where you could have just met in high school.
Yeah, the age bracket of a freshman and a senior, you freak. Jaspup is explicitly stating that she is okay with 18-year-old seniors preying upon 18-year-old freshmen. No surprises there.
Do people expect teenagers to break up when one turns 18? Why even date at this point?
He was in middle school, so they definitely can bring it up and get me in trouble, but I wasn't even 18, so I don't know.
World's most normal situation.
I guess that's a pretty normal situation for Jaspup. Thank you. God forbid teenagers be stupid.
It's not even being stupid, it's just having a relationship at all. There's nothing wrong with teenagers dating each other. Lol.
Is this not Jaspup admitting that she is okay with an 18-year-old going out with a 13-year-old? They're both teenagers.
I wish people were taught the signs of rather than age gap bad.
Age gap bad. Next, she's gonna tell us her controversial opinion on the age of consent, bro. Actual textbook Discord admin.
People don't really look that hard. Your best bet is to make sure the general public doesn't know they're your boyfriend.
Nicole's advice is if you're a make sure to keep it a secret. I'm more worried about the fact that my ex was and I was Zai right here just admitted that when she was turning 18, she was going out with a year-old that was still in middle school.
That probably wasn't a good idea, but like, everyone makes mistakes, especially when they're teenagers.
Any reasonable owner of a kid's game would have banned this person on the spot right here and now. But all Nicole does is say,
"Oh, you just made a mistake. It's okay. You were only..." That probably wasn't a good idea.
Nicole, this person just admitted to you to being attracted to children and going out with a year-old. That's not a mistake. That's pure evil. What the is wrong with you? You're okay with having a trusted member in your community be attracted to children in your community full of children? You can't just chalk up being a
As teenagers will be teenagers.
A year-old is an actual child. Why is Nicole and Jaspup okay with this person moderating for their server? After this disgusting conversation, Nicole and Jaspup renamed that group chat to admin chat. Zai practically got a promotion for admitting to being a If you had any doubts that Nicole and Jaspup are willfully endangering children, then here you go, bro. It doesn't get this more explicit. Here's what Nicole and Jaspup said in private in regards to my video.
"We already have the processes in place to handle this drama. The video will die down a lot by the end of tomorrow. Realistically, all they can do is regurgitate the things Rox has said. There's literally no more dirt they can find."
Here, Nicole admits that they scrubbed their social media so people can't see the art they are into. Not like that changes anything. We literally have all the damning evidence recorded and documented into a Google Doc. We even had the foresight to archive Jaspup's social media, so nice try. Also, isn't them seeing that there was dirt on them in the first place an admission of guilt? Like, if you had the foresight to delete your disgusting digital footprint, doesn't that show that you knew that stuff was bad? Nicole and Jaspup clearly knew what they were doing was wrong and yet are still trying to defend their actions. In fact, Nicole and Jaspup are doubling down.
Our goal with new moderation stuff should not be to punish offenders, but make sure they don't do it again. I care just as much about the experience of people appealing as I do the experience of people playing.
So to Nicole, a player who has been banned for drawing is just as much as a priority as an innocent player. Again, with the empathy towards predators.
Sometimes it can just be a slap on the wrist like, "Hey, don't swear, here's a 3-day ban." Other times it can be like, "Please talk to us. This is dangerous and we need to make sure you understand that."
Wow, her stance on this matter has not changed at all since my last video. I don't think Nicole realizes that by dying on the hill of giving predators a second chance, and by letting 3 confirmed into her community full of children, that she is openly admitting to being into the same disgusting stuff as they are all into. This explains why she's so empathetic to these monsters, because she is one of them.
Yeah, no, if there are any victims, we can take that into account too, like harassment even too. And honestly, just give them a permaban.
Okay, so harassment is a permaban, but drawing is a 2-year ban? Nicole, you're self-reporting.
Harassment should be taken almost as seriously as...
Nicole is trying to downplay children by saying harassment is almost just as bad. Nicole, bullying someone on Roblox and children are on completely different stratospheres of bad. What the is wrong with you?
It's a victim's crime. Don't take that out of context. I mean lengthy harassment.
Nobody's taking anything out of context, Nicole. In a conversation about how you want to handle moderation, you downplayed children.
The old team punished casual lewd images more harshly than hate speech.
Bro, her only contribution to this conversation was that imagery in a kid's game isn't as bad as hate speech. Don't get me wrong, children shouldn't be exposed to that either, but I'd argue the two are at least on the same level of bad. But yeah, so there you have it. Jaspup downplayed showing lewd images to children.
Hot take, but all victimless bans should be appealable.
Okay, so now we're truly digging into the psychology of Nicole. Offenses like drawing and free draw, in her mind, are victimless crimes. Hence why the people who are doing this aren't getting permabans. To Nicole, showing a child and isn't victimizing that kid. Again, Nicole is not considering how children feel. Of course you're victimizing children by exposing them to bro, you're victimizing adults by exposing them to I'm a victim. I had to see some of that to report it. I almost punched my monitor seeing the you unbanned. I guess when Nicole sees drawings, she doesn't feel the same way. Makes sense considering what they were into on Blue Sky. After my video had come out and people began dogpiling Nicole and Jaspup in the FreeDraw Discord server, Jaspup made a public announcement. It reads,
All good. I be banning. If you have any questions, open a ticket in FAQ. If you guys are wondering if this is true to anything you see, please keep in mind that these people chose the start of Pride Month to attack a creator by raiding the Discord with anti-gay images.
I literally told my viewers to not harass anyone mentioned in my video. Now, I don't know if people actually raided their server with anti-gay images. I was never made aware of this, and Jaspup could easily be lying as she does, but if there is any truth to this happening, I had nothing to do with it, and Jaspup trying to tie that to me would be just as manipulative as lying about it happening in the first place. Oh well, add slander to Jaspup's list of crimes. Also, what the f is this Cope trying to say that I waited for Pride Month to drop this video? She's trying to pull the
I'm so you can't criticize me.
me card. Just because you're doesn't mean that that's the reason I made my video on you. I made it to inform the community that you're enabling predatory behavior in your game that children frequent. After Jaspup's coping, Nicole dropped this announcement.
I heard you're unbanning a slash. Is this true? No. We have never unbanned anyone who poses a serious threat to FreeDraw.
So the dude who drew a toddler being isn't a serious threat to FreeDraw and its players? Nicole is straight up lying to her player base once again. We have so much evidence proving the contrary.
This is all drama that has been cleared up already. See the full response in #announcements.
And then she links back to the announcement I already debunked as PR damage control bullshit. Clearly, Nicole didn't have the attention span to finish my last video, or maybe she didn't want to watch it because she didn't want to see the ugly reflection in the mirror. I went into FreeDraw spreading awareness about the situation, directing people to other Roblox art games where the moderation is much better, and I got banned from FreeDraw for 100 years for quote-unquote spreading misinformation. Calling what I did on FreeDraw spreading misinformation is a straight up lie on Nicole and Jaspup's part. None of the accusations I made in my last video or in FreeDraw were false, and Nicole and Jaspup know it. Also, how is this balanced moderation at all? Drawing gets 2 years while misinformation gets 100? You're telling me people who've drawn toddlers being are forgivable, while anyone simply spreading the truth isn't? That is the logic only a would have. Here Nicole explicitly states that drawing in FreeDraw should be a 1-year ban. I guess exposing children to is a forgivable, victimless crime according to her. Here Nicole doubles down on being able to change, no surprises there, and here's a screenshot of Jaspup telling someone appealing a ban that she is okay with art that glorifies, and the only reason it's not allowed on FreeDraw is because that art could get them in trouble with Roblox. Given the evidence, it's safe to say that this is how Jaspup feels about in FreeDraw as well. Remember when Jaspup told people to ask their questions in a ticket? Well, we have screenshots of some of those tickets as well. Why does Nicole still have Kaneko Kitten added on Roblox? Here's literal proof of that.
I have no idea who that is.
Because I don't really stay up to date with the drama or clear my friends list ever. I don't play Roblox.
Nicole, we have you on video bringing up Kaneko Kitten's drama and calling it bull. You are clearly caught up on the drama. You've even admitted that you two are close friends. She is straight up lying to her players again, and she's only trying to do this in private tickets where the public can't correct her. This clearly didn't work on this person because they're the one who sent me the screenshot to expose. Nobody is buying your lies, Nicole. Here, Jaspup lies to another user claiming that there are 6 mods when there were in fact no mods because they all left, so I guess she just wanted to seem like there were more people on her side. Pretty pathetic. Here's a ticket where Jaspup claims to a member that all of our evidence was fabricated even though the evidence was publicly available on their social media and recorded in video. None of it was fabricated and she knows it. Here, Jaspup defends lolly art, which is basically cartoon because it's quote-unquote not illegal, even though it is in a lot of places. And she even accuses me of doxing both her and Nicole. Bro, showing people your public social media and your website that you had linked to your Discord account does not constitute doxing, Jaspup. She is slandering me and lying to her community once again. All while she's pretending to be a different person. There are multiple layers of deception here. Nicole and Jaspup haven't changed a bit since my last video. They're still unbanning to draw on FreeDraw, leaving the possibility open for children to see things that they should not be seeing. And getting do not believe Nicole and Jaspup's lies, of which there are many. Do not trust anything they say. We have them caught on multiple lies, red-handed, period. If you're one of the people who want to separate the game from the developer and play FreeDraw despite knowing about the situation, you are a part of the problem. By playing FreeDraw, yes, even in a private server, you are acting complicit and aiding potential child endangerment in this game. Playtime in a Roblox game, even if it's in a private server, boosts the game's standing in the algorithm. Please do not play this game unless you're spreading the news inside of it. Please set your priorities straight and stop supporting Nicole and Jazz Pup. Thanks for watching. Remember that despite all of the evil in this world, life is good and you matter. Okay, bye.